Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My water bottle is back. Today's video is going to be how to land a client on the consultation call, or how to land a client with your consultation call when you're just learning more about them, their brand, what they want from you, what they're looking for in a social media manager, all that stuff. I have my laptop in front of me where I'm going to be reading off all of my notes, and then I also am going to be breaking down this PDF that I usually create when I'm going to be working with a client. So as you can, I'll insert pictures, but basically I create this really short, it's about 10 pages. It's a little presentation breaking down what I can do for them, who I am, experience, all that stuff. So I have my notes written down, and make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be making videos on social media management every Monday, and then every Friday is going to be videos on social media and how to be an influencer, work with brands, all that stuff. So I'm really excited to be posting twice a week now, but let's get started. But don't forget to follow my Instagram at Pamela Valdez, as well as my TikTok, which is at Pamela Valdez. And then I also have my agency Instagram and my agency TikTok, where I'm going to be posting videos now daily on my agency TikTok, just breaking down a lot of topics within social media management and all that stuff. So this video is actually based off of an Instagram post that I made a couple of months ago, which was how to land a client through a consultation call and what to say in a consultation call. I just wanted to dive a little bit deeper about this topic in a full-on YouTube video, just to give some deeper clarification. So what is a consultation / discovery call? And according to raindna.com, a discovery call is where you ask specific questions to understand the lead's pain point, business, budget, and overall needs. And in social media management, you're basically having a call with a client who potentially wants to work with you, and they just want to know who you are, what you can do for them, what you can provide for their problems, how you're gonna solve this, and what you can bring to their business. Second thing that you should do is your research on the client before you get into the call. We're just hopping into a call with someone that you don't even know anything about. It's gonna be really awkward. There's gonna be nothing to talk about, and you're gonna be asking a lot of questions. And it is good to ask questions, but if you don't know anything about them and who they are, what they do, let's just say that you have a potential client who is in the tech industry, but you don't know what kind of things that they do, or you don't really know a lot about the tech industry. It's gonna be really weird for you to try to work with them when you don't have prior knowledge. So I would just ask them a couple questions before you get on the call, minimize what you're gonna say, and just focus on specific things. And you should also go on their social media pages beforehand on the call, just so that you can take some notes on what they're doing really well, some things that you would improve on if you guys were to work together, as well as just providing them a social media audit. And this is when you are going to take their account and just break it down in really small points, such as, maybe they could fix their bio a little bit better, maybe they could include some more pictures on their page, having content that's a little bit easier to read, and maybe adding some Instagram highlights to their page, so that whenever anyone comes to there, it can just easily slide through the Instagram highlights and know what the brand is about. It was a simple Instagram audit, and I'm actually going to be making a video on how to audit an Instagram account, just so that this can help anybody out there who has a business or anyone who is a social media manager. It's so important to do your research, because you can't go into a call knowing nothing, like I said, because you're not going to know what to talk about. And this is a really good way for you to just get to know them better. And if a client is outside of your niche, let's just say they do real estate, but you have fashion clients, ask them anything about real estate that you don't know about, or maybe you did research on real estate and you just want to ask them some more questions on what this is, what that is. So only recommend taking on clients that are within your niche, just because it's going to make your job so much easier, and you're not going to have to do super extensive research on how to help them, and anything that you don't know about. It's just going to make it so much easier on you if you're working within a niche that you're already educated on. 3 is some things I would avoid in a discovery call. So do not come off super salesy and try to sell your services right from the beginning. It's going to be really difficult to want to keep that client, and they're going to be turned off right away if you're just I offer this package on this, and I also charge, you know, this for that. Like, if you come off super salesy from the beginning, they're gonna be really turned off. They're gonna be like, this person is just trying to sell me their product. They're not trying to sell me their story, their results, like how they can help me. It's literally just gonna seem like you're kind of money hungry, which is not what you want to do. It's also not all about you. It's about them. It's about the client, their business, what they're looking for, and how you can help them with their problem. So really just focus on the client, make them feel important, make them feel needed, and that you are going to help them. 4 is things that are going to be important when you're in a discovery call. So not every client is going to want to move forward immediately, and they're going to need some time to think about this before they make a final decision. And this is typically because they may be doing some interviews with other people after you, or maybe you just offered them a price that is a little bit out of their budget, or maybe they're trying to figure out how they can squeeze you within their budget for whatever. They're not going to say yes right after you get off, or at the end of the call, they're not going to say, hey, I would love to work with you. Those chances are very slim. They do sometimes happen, but just don't expect them to say yes right away. And also, not every client is going to need all of your services either. You could offer them a whole package, have the pricing, and say, okay, I would recommend that we go with this package, but then they're going to say, I just need someone who can do copywriting and posting, or maybe they just need someone to do hashtag research and post, or just someone to interact and do engagement 30 minutes a day. Every client is totally different. They have different needs, which is why, like I said, it's really important in the beginning to just ask them what they're looking for and what problems that you can solve for them. Also, not bite off more than you can chew. So if your client lists off everything that they need assistance with, don't say immediately that you can do everything. Take note of what they say, and then after the call, look over everything. After you're done talking to them, look at these notes, calculate some extra pricing, and decide how much you can do for them. Because I recently had a client last week. They wanted me to do all this work. They sent me like a really long PDF of everything they were looking for. They wanted me to do 2 to 3 months of free work, and they were also going to be paying me 1/4 of what I originally asked for them. I was thinking about it. I just realized it's not worth doing all of that for 3 months of free work and then getting paid after that. Don't bite off more than you can chew, and really think about if you are going to be able to handle all that on your own, because social media management, it's typically not everyone's like main job. Some people are in school like me. I'm a college student. Other people have jobs. I also have another job that's not just social media management and content creation. I would also not take on a lot of clients at the same time, or clients that require a ton of work that you know you're not going to be able to handle. We all have a personal life, and we can't commit like our entire days to just creating content consistently for every single client. Unless that is your main job, then yeah, you know, that's your job. But if you are a college student, you have another job, you have a personal life, don't take on a ton of clients just because you want to see that paycheck in the beginning of the month. Also, have notes that you are taking on the side while you're talking to the client, or if you want to, ask them for permission to record the call just so you could go back at the end and look over everything that they were asking you for. When you are starting off the discovery call, make sure that you are asking the client just about themselves, their business, what they do, and how did they get started. You know, why did they get into what they do right now, and just really get to know the foundation of their business. Number 5 is have a presentation or a slideshow that you are going to be giving them so that they know more about you and your business a little bit better. While I'm talking about this, I'm just going to be showing the slides like on the screen of what I included in my slideshow for my discovery calls, and this is really great. You can do it on Google Slides or Canva. I recommend doing it on Canva because it's so much easier, and there's really cute little templates that you can use. They have really nice illustrations, and it's just overall so much better than Google Slides. But if you like to take the easier approach, Google Slides all the way. Slideshow, just create some slides. I wouldn't make it super long, just maybe about 10 to 15 slides is good. Mine's about 10, and just include really brief information. Keep it short and sweet, not a lot of words, and make it easy and fast to read. And also email it to them before the presentation so they can have it and look at it while you are talking with them on the Zoom or whatever the kind of call is. This is mainly just for the client to get to know you better, what you can provide for them. Number 6 is ask a lot of questions to get to know the client as well. So during the call and after you're done with the presentation, if you have another device, you know, just take some quick notes and write down a lot of the questions that they're asking as well, because this is going to make the process a lot easier so that you know exactly what they need. Actually make a Google document beforehand just so that you can easily type it while you guys are talking, or like I said before, you can record the entire presentation. And I'm actually going to be putting some questions like up on the screen right here in the Instagram post that I made on Valdez Agency on questions that you can ask your client just to get to know them a little bit better during the discovery call. Number 7 is some things that a client is going to ask in a call, and this includes what is your pricing for services that they're asking for? These are typically what they ask in the call. I don't give them a definite answer right away because number one, you have to look over everything, see how much they're asking you for, and then come up with a price depending on how much time it's going to take you. So don't give them a price right away on the call. Say, I'm going to email you shortly after we are done chatting, and it will give you everything that you need to know for my monthly rate, or maybe you do hourly, I don't know. Number 8 is, how are you going to end this call? So recap on everything that you talked about, how they can improve their business, how you can help them improve their business, and what your services will provide for them. They do decide to move forward and they let you know at the end of the call, yeah, we want to work together. Send them the welcome packet a little bit after you are done speaking with them so that they can look it over and see what the next steps are for them. If you guys want to know what to include in a client welcome packet, I did another video on that as well, which I will link in the description. Also tell them, do you have any other questions for me? Is there anything else you want to know about myself, my business, what I do, my work, my experience, because people typically want to know that as well. And also tell them that you're going to get back to them either at the end of the day, shortly after the meeting, the following day. Just let them know you're going to give them the pricing very shortly on everything that they asked for. And this could typically, like I said, land until the next day because you might be busy or something, but tell them that you are going to be giving them a price very soon because you never know if they're going to change their mind. And lastly, send them a message again after the call is done. This could either be through email or however you guys were chatting, and just say that you had a really great time talking and you look forward to working together, and you hope that they have a really good rest of their day. And this is not only really nice and respectful, but it's just because you guys both took time out of your day to speak to each other and get to know more about your businesses. I really hope that this video was informative. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any specific social media management videos that you want me to make, let me know in the comments and I will definitely make a video on that. I have a couple of videos lined up for the next couple of weeks that are about social media management, influencing, working online, working with brands, all that stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, subscribe. New videos are going to be every Monday and Friday. Follow my Instagram, Pamela Valdez, as well as my TikTok for both of my accounts, and I will see you guys next week.